The way Zuko firebends is very unique and different from other people, and I really don't think it's talked about enough, so let me explain. Iroh once gave Zuko a lesson on the 4 elements. He told Zuko that fire is the element of power, and the people of the Fire Nation have desire and will, and that earth is the element of substance. The people of the Earth Kingdom are diverse and strong. Then Iroh goes on to say that air is the element of freedom. The air nomads detach themselves from all worldly concerns. Well, I guess that explains... Never mind, let's move on. Lastly, he tells Zuko about water. He lets Zuko know that water is the element of change. The people of the water tribe are capable of adapting to many things. Now, you guys may be wondering, why am I explaining all of these things that Iroh told Zuko? And it's very simple. In Iroh's words himself, he tells Zuko that in order to become stronger, he needs to take inspiration from all of the other elements and not just fire. Zuko had faced the other elements many times in battle, but he never even considered using them with his firebending up until this very moment. Now, Iroh reinforces this idea when he teaches Zuko about lightning redirection. Iroh explains to Zuko that he learned this technique studying the master waterbenders. Now, Zuko does end up learning this technique, but this isn't where Iroh's lesson ends. The first time you see Zuko take this to heart is when he fights Azula back in Ba Sing Se. Zuko ends up using a waterbending form to attack Azula with his firebending. Now, Zuko first came across this move when he was fighting Katara back in the season 1 finale. This is one of the things I love about Avatar. Little details like this that they sprinkle in there that you really gotta look for if you want to see them. Not to mention how Iroh said water is the element of change and Zuko is using a waterbending form as he's going through his struggle to become good. Later on, Zuko joins Team Avatar as Aang's firebending instructor. But he wasn't just Aang's firebending instructor. There was more to this. You can clearly see that Zuko was a student of everybody as well. There are so many instances of Zuko using every other elemental bending forms with his firebending. When fighting Sparky Boom Man, he uses his fire as a shield just like Aang did in their Ba Sing Se fight. In the final Agni Kai, Zuko uses a wide stance to cut through Azula's fire. Now, this is very similar to how traditional earthbenders would bend. That wide stance, that was the first thing that Toph taught Aang when he was learning to earthbend. But this doesn't just end there. Zuko using the other elements was continued in The Legend of Korra. With the limited screen time he has over there, most of his firebending scenes he was using techniques really similar to how Katara would waterbend. But let me know what you guys think about Zuko learning the other elements bending forms. I want to thank you guys so much for making it this far in the video. If you did, I would greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. But other than that, that's all I gotta say. I will see you guys in the next video.